Good morning, everyone. This is Sherry Rice Smith of EFTforChristians.com. Today, I want to teach you another little trick to the EFT trade, and I think it's something you can try for yourself, or at least give it a good old American swing at the bat here. We often use body sensations to get to the memory or the event or the pieces thereof that we are trying to neutralize when tapping. Each different sensation of your body represents a different aspect. Remember, aspects or details or pieces of a negative memory or a problem. And if you tap enough of them, get enough different pieces, the generalization effect will step in and take care of a lot of the memory. So in other words, if you get enough pieces done, enough branches on the tree, pretty soon the branch dies. Again, my illustration tends to be, you have an octopus with 8 legs, you knock off one, he's not doing too well. You take out 2, he's a little more unhappy, but you get 3 or 4 of them gone, and the poor octopus isn't going to do too well. He'll probably just bleed to death. And we try to do that same thing with the memories. You just try to take out enough pieces of it that the whole memory will just dissipate. It'll neutralize. You'll have no more emotion about it. So here's what I want you to try. You really have to try to cultivate some mindfulness. And what I mean by that is pay attention to your bodily sensations when an issue pops up. So let's say, you have some self-talk, stuff, your inner critic. You hear those voices of telling you this and telling you that about yourself. Many times, in my opinion, that is just simply Satan talking to us. He's trying to bring you down and keep you out of the will of God. But, or it can just be, him using whatever memories that you have to just continually to bug you and keeping you focused on yourself and not on what God really wants you to be doing. So pay attention to how your body feels when that stuff starts to happen. How does your body feel when you start worrying about things that you cannot control? How does your body feel when perhaps your spouse says, something in particular in that specific voice tone? How do you feel when your mother says whatever it is she says that drives you absolutely out of your mind? Well, how does your body feel when your kids aren't listening to you? Just pay attention to what you feel and where you feel it. What's going on here is that, again, is pieces and bits of where you have literally encoded those issues, those problems, those memories within your body. And that's where we put this stuff. That's the science of why EFT works. We put these sensations in our body, and eventually, sooner or later, it's going to break down because it only can, it literally can only hold so much, and that's it, and then we're done. So what I want you to do is when you start feeling it, make notes of that. And I want you to tap specifically, not so much on my husband drives me crazy or my kids won't listen or my mom just keeps saying this. I want you to focus on the sensation itself. Pull it back up, pull it into your cognitive mind and think about it. Otherwise, what happens is when you think, oh, I'm worried, how do I feel? You go into a great big old litany of all the 10,000 things you're worried about. Or, my husband says this to me and it drives me crazy. And then you go into a litany of 10,000 things that he's done to you before that all resemble that same thing. And it's just cognitive. It's on your head. You're not resolving anything other than digging that whole issue deeper and deeper into yourself. And putting it more and more in your body. So again, what I want you to do is remember that the feeling is the emotion. The feeling in your body is that emotion. If you can name it, you can tap on it. If you can get some description of it, you can really use that as a tool. Notice where it is in your body, whatever it is. I always use anxiety because I think that anxiousness is what a lot of us, we just have this underlying, it's just something's wrong feeling. And that's what I call anxiousness. So you get this anxiousness. Where do you feel it? Well, I feel it in my chest. Well, where in your chest? Over my heart, the left side of my body. What does it feel like? If you close your eyes and concentrate on that feeling in your chest, often you can get a size, you can get a shape, you can get a color, you can get a texture, and all of those are aspects and pieces and details that you actually can specifically tap on. And once you get all of those aspects done and enough different times and events that those pop up, you often can dismantle those habits like worry, or you can dismantle whatever's underneath the need to get upset when your mother says whatever it is she says in that specific voice tone that just sends you off the edge. Or you're traveling so much for your work, and other drivers just they're not cooperating. Road rage is huge. We all want to get someplace fast, and somebody's always in our way. Let me kind of give you a bit of a demo of what that looks like. And again, I'm going to use anxiousness just to give you, just as an example. So I would set it up and I would go to my karate chop point and I would go, even though I have this anxiousness and I feel it in my chest, and it's a circle, it's kind of the size of a tennis ball, it's purple in color, and it's pretty hard. And that's how I see it, and I know that God loves me, and therefore I love and accept myself in all of my emotions just the way I am. I would do that 3 times, and then how I would tap it is this: that tennis ball of anxiety in my chest. It's purple in color, it's 3 inches in diameter, it's in my chest on the left side, it's purple in color, it's pretty hard, it's a tennis ball of color, that purple. And then I would keep doing that until probably 2 or 3 rounds. I would then stop. I would close my eyes and I would reevaluate what that anxiousness feels like in my chest. And often what you'll find is that those details that you just described will start to change. So now it could be yellow, and now it's only golf ball size, and it's softened up a bit. And maybe it's not smooth anymore, it's rough. Whatever the detail it was you see. So how do you handle that? You set it up again. Even though I now have a golf ball yellow thing in my chest, and it's softer, and it's kind of fuzzy feeling, I deeply and completely accept myself because I know that Jesus died on the cross and he loved me so very much. And then I would set that up 3 times, and I would once again tap on that yellow golf ball, it's fuzzy feeling, it's softer, and do those things. Then close your eyes after about 2 or 3 rounds, reevaluate it again, and lo and behold, you'll find that it's got a different description. And each of those different descriptions represent a different aspect, piece, detail of how that whole big emotional feeling of anxiety or anxiousness looks like to yourself in your subconscious mind, in your body. Eventually, what you may find is this: the whole thing just disappears. That's the end of it. You don't see the golf ball, you don't see the ping pong ball, you don't see the block, the square, the whatever you had description. It just fades out. And suddenly, along with the picture fading out in your head, the feeling goes away with it again. And that's the beauty of EFT. Often you don't even have to go in and dig out some memory of, I felt anxious when I was 4 years old. Just go with the physical sensation that what you feel. And the amazing part of this is how God created us. He created all that neuroscience to happen. He created our mind and our body to work together to give us the peace and quiet in our life that we want. Will this all change how your mother or your sister or your brother or your husband or your kids act? Nah, it may not. But what it will do is change your neuroscience to give you the peace that you require to be able to deal with whatever the comments and the craziness that's going on around you in life. Sometimes it does actually start to change other people. And why is that? Because you no longer react to the goofiness that's going on. And when you change how you act, and that's all you can change, you can't change other people, only one you're responsible for, and the only one you can change is yourself. And obviously you're responsible to take care of your younger babies, but in a personal, inner, inside, what's going on between me and God, you're it. The only one you can change is you. That's it. So you change, and then watch people around you change, because you change the whole dynamic of the relationship. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, again, email me at eftforchristians@gmail.com. Give me an idea of another video. If you have questions about this video, I didn't make something perfectly clear to you and you would like a further explanation, maybe I'll do another video. Let me answer that specific little piece that was confusing to you. I want you all to get this. I want you all to succeed. I want you to be the very best person in Christ that you can be, because we have the whole world that needs a healing. So God bless your day. Take care of whatever your emotional needs are, and email me and visit my website, EFTforchristians.com, and check out all the stuff I have on the resource page that will hopefully give you more ideas on how to tap and how to just heal. God bless you. Bye-bye.